Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here with day 13 of Scrap Timber. Hard to believe it's almost halfway done. And today's prompt is to use the sketch. It's sketch number 2, and it's a sketch by the amazingly talented Laura Alberts, aka Taking the Scenic Route, or Laura Alberts Designs on YouTube and Instagram, I think. Anyway, it's got hexagons and a large photo. I've actually put my photos on the hexagons, and I'm going to do something of a cluster of something or other photos and frames and stuff like that for where the big photo is. And I'm not quite sure how it's going to work out. I kind of put things on my hexagons, cut the photos. The photos were originally printed this size, and I was going to use them that size in kind of a photo strip effect. But I found that I was able to cut, they're images of Rick Springfield at the concert that I took my sister to, and I'm doing this page kind of for her. And she kept, when we were waiting for the opening act to come on, there was a giant screen that had advertisements about the casino that we were in. But every once in a while it'd have this photo of Rick, and it would say, "Welcome to the show." And Patrice asked me, "What does that say?" And I said, "It says, 'Welcome to the show.'" She says, "Oh, he wants me to feel welcome here." Well, he knows that I wanted to come. And so every time it would cycle through, and every time this image came up, Patrice would talk to him. And she said, "Hi, I guess you see that I'm here. I made it, and you're welcoming me to the show." And so I thought it was just so cute. So I had to work quickly, and I snapped this, and because of the type of screen it is, it's not clear. It has the lines across it, but she'll know what that is. She'll recognize that. And then I have the tickets that were in my phone, you know, the wallet in my phone. But I thought I'd arrange them and these tickets below a frame. I'm going to try to see if I can kind of do this and then put these things down here to kind of hide that. I've done something like that before. And this is when I bought the tickets, this wasn't the ticket, but this was the receipt. And I have a digital copy of it, so this wasn't my own one. And I didn't see any way to use that on the page, so I used my tiniest hexagon punch, and punched that out and put it on one of the smaller hexagons. So I've got hexagons cut into 3 sizes, I guess, if you count this little bitty photo, but mostly 2 sizes. And I have packaging, those tickets and these tags, and this came from packaging from Spectrum Sherbet. And these hexagons were all cut from the same pattern paper from Spectrum Sherbet. So now let's see what we can do with this. And I have some Pinkfresh florals where the colors kind of match, so I thought I'd do that. Laura's sketch has florals running all down the side, but I'm just going to have mine kind of in this lower left corner, so we'll see. I found this word when I was going through some old supplies. It's very, very old. I don't know. I have no idea what collection it came from, but it's a sticker, and I'm going to put it on this, which came from that same Spectrum Sherbet packaging. And I have this I spent the weekend listening to Jimmy Buffett music and fussy cutting. Or Jimmy Bussett music and fuffy cutting, however you want to say that. And I cut this camera from something and this television from something. I've been distressing everything else, why not the television? So this is kind of a nod to the fact that Rick was on General Hospital, and before his first hit had come out. They hadn't released it yet. And while he's on General Hospital, it became a kind of a cult hit, not more than a cult hit. Colleges and universities changed their class schedules because when General Hospital was on, nobody would go to class. They would stay and watch it. And it was largely because of Rick being on there. And because of his popularity there, when the album came out, Working Class Dog, that had Jesse's Girl and a couple other fairly big hits, it took off like crazy. So he can be embarrassed of being on the soap opera all he wants, but it kind of and he's the one who told the story. It kind of explained and helped the meteoric rise of his career. And this was a kind of an 80s tour. It was sponsored by SiriusXM, the 80s on 8. And it was opened by Tommy Two-Tone, and I couldn't have told you what he sang, but I'm going to do a page about that, and I'm going to have the song titles on the page, so I won't tell you now, but okay, so I think that's going to make that even, and I'll just arrange things around there, but I kind of wanted to make sure I had room for the title to kind of slide under there. I'm just going to commit to a place on the page, and I chose black because these things I think will contrast with it, but also because it kind of, it kind of references a darkened theater, right? Does that make any sense at all? This is just gonna slide in there. Okay, now I'm gonna do this center cluster because I'm worried. I'm not sure it's gonna work. So let's say I put that there. If I put it in first, then I can't get that there. So let me see where it wants to be. If I did that, and pushed it in so that you could still see this rough edge, the photo would go there. So I'm going to kind of do this, and then I'll do this. This frame is not from 49 and Market. It's from Vicki Boutin's Where To Next. She has a whole, there's an embellishment pack that's all chipboard frames, and they are fabulous. I bought 2 of them, and I think that was a very good move. I keep congratulating myself on how smart that was. Okay, so I've committed there, and I think I can put those kind of like so, and these, if I can get them apart here, these kind of like that. I'll overlap that because here you can see the name of stuff and it has the dates. And then maybe I can kind of put that on there. I think I like that idea. Let's see. I'm going to staple these together like that. And I'm going to put some adhesive across there and kind of do that right there. And that still leaves us room to see the word adore. Let's see, I want this to go. I kind of need something else there. These I moved over a little bit too far over. Let's move them back to here. And then these should work. I want them 5 senses going the same direction. And there, like that. That should work. Let's see if I do that, then I can put this here. And I think that works for me. This is a very old Scrap and Happy Studio epoxy flare that came from in a kit from Secret Not Secret Kit Club, which was the kit club from Christina at Redefined Creative. Okay, now, you know what I've done is well, the floral can go from here. That's fine there. Now, I'm going to just lay the floral right here so that I can see where everything else goes. And I'm wondering if I want to use these tickets or these labels at all, because it's got the colors that I'm using here. Would this go across there, and then the camera maybe? I'll worry about that later. I'll push that off to the side. Let's work with the hexagons. I'm going to commit this one first because the ones that are above and below, I did so that I cut them so that the bottom is parallel with the end of the page. The ones that go this way, it's the opposite. It's parallel to the right and left sides of the page. So I'm going to put these, well, I'm going to put this here, and it's just going to kind of go there with a little bit of the black showing. And then I've got a couple others that are going to go up top. This one, I'm hitting the foam, so I'm going to have to cut some off. And I'm going to try to leave as much in between here as I left between here and here. So it's not going to be perfect, and it doesn't have to be. Okay, and I've got that one there. So that's my kind of the upper cluster that is going to lead down to these. Now these kind of go in a let's see, this isn't going to go like that. It's actually going to go like this. And so I'm going to have to put an embellishment there. maybe a smaller floral from the same collection. I don't want anything, you know, flashy. I don't know that that looks great. These are maybe all a little bit too big, but, ooh, here are some smaller ones down here. I knew I was going to need something that would produce a transition from one orientation to the other. And so that rose is going to do it for there. I don't think I'll have the problem here because I've got this floral. So I wish, let's see, this orange might be a better, no, I like the rose. There's just a single flower, and that's kind of what I was going for. This is from Lovely Blooms by Pinkfresh, and I'm just gonna do that. Okay, now I'm going to, I want to kind of ombre them down from pink to orange and then yellow. That's kind of my thought. And this is kind of in the order in which the songs were sung anyway, the order of the photos. There. And then I've got an orange one. And it's gonna go here. See, I didn't line that up right. And I'm not sure why this is, but I'm seeing a little bit of a, there it is. And then I have some of these that can go under here and fill in. I've got this orange one, for example. I can probably cut it in half. Let's get this here. That's down a little too low. Okay. Then now I'm switching to yellow, and I need to be sure that I can still see him so that Patrice will still be able to see him. So I'm going to do that right there, and I can arrange that as I need to. And this can go here. And then this really works out well because I really didn't want any photos to come down around the other side. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and put this on because this will help me place what I need down here. Let me have that go under, and then part goes over. I'll do that. And then I'm going to place this one right here, which will set the orientation for the others, if I get it straight, that is. And then I've got small ones to kind of fill out this way, and I've got a small one that can go up in here. There we go. And then I have this large one, which seems like it might fit nicely right there. And I'm going to go ahead and use this small one here. And I'm going to end up kind of tucking it under there. Actually, let me try this. I want to use all of these hexagons because if I don't use them, they'll get tossed around and kind of messed up. So now this could go here and kind of go off the page, and I could, but actually, why would I do that? Let me do a that needs to be cut kind of right about so, and hopefully that was reasonably straight. And I can cut the rest of that off. I can trim that off with my trimmer. What I was trying to do was to get this, which I might be able to use up here. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Actually, yeah. I really like the ruffled up edges. And then I've got this, which needs to go somewhere. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap it around over onto this side. Now that kind of looks goofy. So this may be a casualty of scrapbooking. It may be, I don't want to throw that away. I don't want to use it on this page. Okay, so now, do I want to run these guys up like so? And then run the adore here, and then kind of slide that in. I'm losing the bottoms, the pretty bottoms there. Let's do this, and then I'm losing the pink underneath, but that's okay. That's kind of a platform anyway. It was always gonna be its role. And I want to put that one at a little bit different angle and a little higher. And this one, an angle like that. And let's try the sticker. I may have to put the sticker on some foam to go across there. And that is okay. I'm prepared to do that. I've got this kind of empty area down here, and I'm going to be okay with it. I think I like that the colors shows. The colors show. Get the tints right. Okay. And I could have punched those holes, but my hole punch, I would have lost the little gray reinforcer, and I decided not to do that. Actually, I guess my crocodile has the small size hole. What is that? That looks like one of the stone drops that I did for my page yesterday. Okay, so now I can put that in here. Ooh, that works out great. And this can go right here. Okay. I think we're pretty close to done, if not completely done, but you know I have to take a last look at it. Do I need these under here? No, I do not. What about up here? To have 3 groups of florals. Would that make sense? I kind of like it, and I never have a problem with too many florals. And this has that orange color that kind of looks really nice with the orange in the Spectrum Sherbet collection. Let's see. I want this to go here, maybe there. Okay, I think I'm done. Wow, that's heavy. I'm going to clip this off with my scissors and not my trimmer, and I shouldn't trust myself with that, but in this case it worked out okay. So I'm done, and I will add some. This is a good spot for some journaling, which I will type up. Maybe I'll see if I can find a picture of Patrice and put her in a little hexagon. I'll cut her photo in a hexagon right there. You know I'm going to put something there. So anyway, I think this is close enough to the sketch. Where did the sketch go? I've lost the sketch. I put the sketch somewhere. Here it is. Okay, I think we're close enough. And she's got a flower kind of over here, and so I'm justified in having my flower there. And I know Patrice won't mind. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.